Hi, guys. Here we go. I know that some of you guys are wondering how you can actually make a graph, a table, or a chart, because that is actually in your rubric so that you can get all the points for this project. Some of you already know how to do this, and some of you actually have not learned this skill yet, and it's a pretty easy one, and I want to make sure that you know how to do this, especially moving forward in your innovations and technology career. I'm going to show you how to do this very simply through something called Google Sheets. When you go up here to your 9 box, I call it the 9 box because there are 9 boxes. Yes, very simple. You click it and it shows up all of your apps, the Google apps. They're always arranged differently depending on the person. It's based really on which ones you use the most often. Also, just to let you know, you can actually drag them to put them in an order that you want. So just move them the way you want them. You're going to select Sheets. If Sheets doesn't show up here, just so you know, you can go all the way down and click More from Google Workspace Marketplace and type in Sheets. You can also in here in the search Google, you can type in Google Sheets. It'll get you that. But meanwhile, Sheets should show up. So you click on Sheets, and I have a bunch that are here because I use Google Sheets very often. It's a spreadsheet program, obviously, running through Google, and you want a blank sheet. So you click blank. I'm gonna move me over here so I get out of the way. Go. All right. Now, depending on what kind of data, I'm going to show you 2 different types of data. I'm going to show you totally numerical data, which is going to give you a line graph. And then I'm going to show you something that is not totally numerical data, which is going to give you a bar graph. All right, the first thing is going to just be our numerical data. So that's going to be something like how a plant grows over time. Okay, so we'll look at time. But I want you to remember when we talk about something when we have time, is that time is always on the x-axis. So time has to be our first column. All right? The reason time is on our x-axis, if you don't remember, is because time is infinite, meaning time doesn't end, meaning time is not dependent. Time is independent, right? Okay? Right. So if we say time, we would say maybe could say day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. But growth now is going to be maybe in centimeters. Now this is also important. Let's go ahead and let's make sure we label our axes. Really important. Remember, we've learned this in math. So in centimeters. Beautiful. So plant growth. 1.2. Actually, first day it's probably not grown that much. So how about 0.2? 0.2. Now, remember, it's not cumulative. It's how much it grew every day. So from day 1 to day 2, now how much did it grow? The next day, maybe it grew 0.4. Maybe the next day it grew 0.3. Maybe the next day it grew 0.42. Maybe the next day, oh, that was 4.3. Maybe the next day it grew 0.4 again. All right, so this is how much it grew every day. All right, now here we have our data. So this is our data. That's great. Our plant has grown all of these days. Okay, so now we highlight all of our data. And how do we make a graph from this data? 2 different ways you're going to see. Over here, there's this little thing, and when you hover it, it says Insert Chart. And over here, when you see Insert, drop down, Insert Chart. And it automatically, bam, here it comes, tick-tock, chart. Look at that, plant growth in centimeters versus time. Look at that, time, plant growth. So it's showing us how it grew. Now, there's a couple of things that you can do. Everybody loves to make changes, do all sorts of stuff. This is Chart Editor. You can customize it. You can make the different type of chart. You can change it from what it was. This really should be a line graph. So it should stay the way that it was. It should not be a histogram, which would be this type of a chart, right? Okay, you don't want it to be columns. But you can also customize it here, changing the charts, the axis, the legend, all this other type of stuff. You don't need to waste your time changing any of those things. The other thing that I do want to show you is when you click into your chart, there are 3 dots right here. This allows you to download the actual graphic. And what you do want to do is you want to download it here to a PNG image, because this will allow you to then keep it, it'll download it to your Chromebook. And now you can put it into your presentation however you plan to present it, whether you're putting in Book Creator, if you've got it into a slide, if you've got it into, if you're putting it into your app, it can go here. Wherever you're putting it, this is now your actual image. So this is the one type of graph. Let's say I want to make a different type of graph. Let's say I have data and my data is not this type of data. Okay, I have data that truly is just like I'm looking at how somebody reacts to sound, and I gave them a scale of 1 to 10. So it's not that same kind of stuff, right? So how does somebody react to concentrating with different kind of music? We have that. Somebody's doing that kind of test. So I gave them 10 or 5 different sounds. So types of sound and how well they can concentrate, level of concentration. Level of concentration. Great. So type of sound. Silence, that's a good one. Birds. Ring. Loud music. And I'll do for type level of concentration, I'll make it the average score. I'm not going to do each individual person. So silence, I was able, and it's a scale of 1 to 10. I was able to concentrate at a 7. Birds chirping. 4. The people were able, loud music. People were really good at concentrating at an 8. Kids yelling was a 3. Television was even better. It was a 9. Okay, so this is my data, right? Now, again, same thing. I can either come right here to do the chart, insert chart, or I can do insert chart. So I'm going to show you the same thing. When I click here, insert chart, it does the same thing. It immediately decides, what? It immediately decides. It did not immediately decide. Let's try that again. Let's delete that chart. Highlight. Okay. Let's try that again. Insert chart. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work. Okay, so we've got the same thing. We've got level of concentration, average score versus type of sound. And so here it is. Again, same thing, okay? If you notice, I could, right here, I don't like blue. I can change my color. I can change them all to purple, right? Or you can actually go in and you could even change each one individually if you wanted. But again, the same thing, guys. You can go ahead, you need to download it as a PNG to your computer so that this is now on your computer and you can insert it into your presentation. So here are 2 different types of graphs, right? One that is strictly a line graph based on numbers, and one that is going to be a data graph based on just straight information. So this is how you can get data and put it into your presentation so that you can make sure you get all of the points that you want to get assigned to you for your rubric, and you can do really well on this assignment.